So we are going to start with the Excel. Okay. So if you have any problem, you just knock me, you just stop me, or stop by anyway, or you can send me text, and I would request you to hold your microphone off, like in mute mode. So once you has to talk, just unmute yourself and then try to communicate to me. And for better data, I'm just closing my video, in fact. Okay, but I'm here. If you do not hear from me, just let me know. Okay, the first thing is you have to download my file. So you know my website already, because we already use that website for many instance. So you just write my name, and then you'll find my website here. Okay, course management information system, and thereafter you will see that practical Excel practical here, Excel practical book. Okay, here you see. I need this one. Okay, so that is the practical Excel practical book, and just click here and it will download. I have already downloaded it. So here you can see that I have already downloaded this file. Okay, and so you should download it first. Okay, you should download it first. So I'm waiting for you. You should download it. Let me know whether you have the file with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then
Yes, sir.
we just open it. Open it. Thank you. Okay. কোথায়? Please mute yourself. If I mute you all, then if you need any problem or you need to talk to me, then you cannot. You need to send me the text. Okay. So I do not want to mute you all. Rather, I am expecting that you will follow that. Normal practice of online class. You mute yourself, and once you want to talk, only you can unmute yourself. Okay. Or you can use your hand raise option. If you hand raise, then I can get back to you. Okay. So here you see that we have enable editing. That's the most important part. You need to do enable editing, and there are so many different pages. So what I need to do, just click there, and I'm going to the first page, and we find the basic calculation. So please find the basic calculation. But I will not spend too much time on the basic calculations, because I have already showed these basic calculation, and many of you already know that how to do this basic calculation. So I'm clicking the basic calculation, and here you see, if you scroll up, you see that there are some item, and there is total, maximum, minimum, average, count, and later you see that same thing. So this is the gross pay, the total pay, and there will be the deduction. I mentioned already that whenever we pay the money or salary to the employee, first we need to know the gross pay, and thereafter there is some deduction. Different types of deductions could be happen. So we need to deduction that money or that amount from the gross pay, and therefore you get the net pay. Net pay means the money that is we handed over to the customer, actually the employees in fact. So first we need to know about this the totals, and I guess you all already know about this. You can do it in equal sum, okay, equal sum, and then click there. Sum already came here. Okay, sorry. Sorry, delete it. I make it a little bit bigger so that you can see well. Okay. Okay, so okay, sum, bracket, and then drag all. Using my mouse, I'm using my mouse, but you can also using your keyboard. You can just click one cell and then you hold the shift and hold the down arrow and you can select like that, or you can use your mouse or cursor and just drag it down. Close the bracket, done, finish. Okay, then auto cell is the auto cell. I can do it like this way, auto cell. Okay, I will do the same in that part. SUM sum, first bracket is starting with my mouse this time and closing my window, and that's it. Okay, and then autofill, and this function is called autofill, and this is the one of the function. That's why we like our Excel too much, because of this auto function. Okay, so that is the one of the functions of auto function. I don't know that how many of you using your mobile phone. Actually, if you using your mobile phone, that would be very very pathetic. দেখাবো, obviously দেখাবো, আমি তো বলি না দেখাবো না। Okay, I can do it once again. So I'm just চোখে দেখে রাখলে হবে না। হ্যাঁ বলো। হ্যাঁ আমি রেকর্ড করছি তো। আসলে তোমার BDN actually not providing the recording services, okay, but I am using my screen recorder. You probably know that I already আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আমি জানি, বাট BDN আজকে হাসান ভাই জানিয়েছে যে আজকে আমাদের বলে রেকর্ডিং করার অপশন নাই, বাট আই এম রেকর্ডিং, আই হ্যাভ আদার সফটওয়্যার, ডোন্ট ওয়ারি অ্যাবাউট দিস, হোপফুলি ইজ রেকর্ডেড। ওকে, জি, তাহলে আপনারা এই ক্লাসের মধ্যে ঘুমাতেও পারবেন, রাইট? Okay, I'm doing it one way. Okay, I'm doing it one way. Sum, okay, first bracket started, holding it all, close, enter. Okay, close, enter, then drag. You see that you have to wait for this plus sign, and once you see the plus sign, you just drag it down. Okay, and same thing you could do it here, sum, SUM sum. Okay, and then you just drag it here, close it, sum, and then you just drag it. In fact, this is a cell, this cell actually, if I say this cell should be the same. I mean, if you add from this way, I mean in column wise, you will find the same result. If you go for row wise, you will find the same result. So that is how we can do these calculations. In fact, particularly we can use the addition function. That's called sum or total or addition function. Maximum, same way, just equal, and then you find max, max, bracket start, hold all the keys, all the cells using your mouse, bracket close, done. Done means enter. Okay, maximum number. So it says that in this column 500 is the maximum number, in this column 500 is the maximum number. Okay, similar thing we will do for minimum, same thing. Okay, bracket close, enter. So minimum number, you can easily see that 13 is the minimum number in this column, and then I can drag it, done. Average, most important function we use there, average. Okay, started, click, close, done, average. Okay, but here you see that average, but here we have 9 digit, 9 cell probably, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, yes, so far I remember there is a 9 cell, but here we have a 8 cell, and therefore the count is important. Okay, there is the count is very important. So I can see the count equals count 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 first bracket, complete it. Okay, done. 9. So there will be 9 count, but there is a 8 count. Okay, often we see that our number that we call number is more than 2 digit after points, but normally we believe that it should be 2 digit or 3 digit. Okay, here you see that 2 digit or 3 digit. So therefore what we can do, we just select that cell, and then you need to find out these two things. Okay, actually that will decide you or help you to decide that how many digit you want to keep after the cell or after the point. Okay, so therefore I'm just going what I could say that I select the cell, and then I can reduce the number, or this is, in that case I do that different, I do just opposite whatever I'm trying to say. Then I need to try it. Okay, you see that number is decreasing. So we could keep is the money okay, fine, we could keep 2 digit, that's fine. It looks better. In fact, the same thing we could do for this. Okay, it's look better. Okay, so this function I'm also showing you the number. After the number you can see this digit. Okay, and this is decreasing the number, and there is the increasing the number after the point. Okay, normally we keep 2 or 3, not more than that. Okay, then the same thing, the logics we learned, the process we learned from this first part. Okay, that same logics we are going to apply for here. But I already mentioned that we have gross pay means the total pay. Okay, raise your hand. Okay, fine. You go ahead.
এখানে তো স্যার হচ্ছিল সে হচ্ছিল 8টা থেকে 9টা, তো ড্র্যাগ করা ইজি, বাট কিছু কিছু ওয়ার্কশিট আছে যেটা স্যার থাউজেন্ডস এর উপরে স্যার থাকে, সেই ক্ষেত্রে তো স্যার ড্র্যাগ করাটা একটু কষ্ট হয়ে যায়, সেই ক্ষেত্রে কোনো শর্টকাট আছে না?
কন্ট্রোল ইউজ করা যায়। হ্যাঁ,
কন্ট্রোল এ দিলে তো স্যার
সব সিলেক্ট হয়ে যায়।
স্যার যদি আমি উপরে স্যার এ অথবা বি ওখানে সিলেক্ট করি তাহলে ফুল সেল হয়ে যাবে। কিছু কিছু ওয়ার্কশিটে আছে স্যার যেরকম সেটা যেমন হলো 16 থেকে 256 পর্যন্ত।
I understand. I understand. There is a one function I need to check actually. Shift. You need to hold the shift, then you select the first cell, and then you select the last cell. It automatically select all. You understand? Yes. There is some short key. So for that case, first all select. Select হয়ে যাবে. Yes. Yeah. And then yeah, so here you see that gross pay and the deduction. Okay, that's fine. So first we need to do that. We need to deduct. We need to calculate the total deduct. Very easy. First we need to add these two cells together, and that I will put here. Okay, after that we got this total. After we will get this total, we will do the subtraction from this point. Very easy. So we could write sum first bracket started. In that case I just select these two, second bracket close, enter.
রাফিউল হাসান লিংকন মিউট করো একটু সাউন্ড।
Thank you for assisting me. Okay, thank you. So here you see that we added these two cells together and we get the total. Okay, so that is the addition. And if you click here, you will find the addition. Actually, all the logic you apply, it can showed at the top margin function cell. That is called a function cell. So you can see that what function you used for a particular cell. And then for the net pay, what we do, that equal. I use the bracket for my betterment, or you could not. You can if you do not want to use bracket, no problem. But I'm using that. First, I put the gross pay minus. In that case, I just jump. Okay, not selecting this. I am selecting this. Okay, selecting cell. close. I already mentioned in my class, physical class, that Excel is always remember the cell, not the number. Cells is important here, not the number. And here you're not seeing the number. Don't worry, because there is some big number probably, and that's why we cannot see it. If we make the space little bit bigger, we can see the digit. Okay, then drag. That's it. Finish. So our calculation is finished for the first page.
Sir, can you please repeat it again?
It's very simple. I'm just recording it. You can watch at your home. Okay. First, I add these two cell. Okay, because it is a deduction 1, deduction 2. So I just add these two cell together and put down here, and then from the total pay I deduct the total deduction, and then I get the net pay. Okay. Say my salary is 60,000, but I will not get 60,000 in cash, because I have to pay my tax, I have to pay my gratuities or provident fund, something like that. So this is the deductions in fact. So the office deducted the money from my total pay, like my 60,000, and if my taxes is 1,000, is my gratuity for provident fund is 500, something like that. So they added the 1,500, and then they actually deducted that money from the 15,000. So I mean from 60,000 minus 150, and that is happening here. Okay. 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 So this is the total deduction. So we mentioned that we added the two cells together. We said we got the total deductions. Now we go for the net pay. So in case of net pay equal, I'm just pressing equal, first bracket, using bracket because you might have multiple cells working in the same calculation, and that's why I'm using the bracket. And then I first select the gross pay because this is the higher amount or bigger amount. So select this. It is a C323 cell, minus we put total deduction. Okay, close bracket, enter, done, autofill, done, save. I save it. My first sheet works is done. Okay, I'm happy, and I should move to the next slide. So should you have any question?
No, sir.
Thank you. Okay, basic and absolute referencing, important. You remember that something related to the dollar sign, but no matter, I am showing you something. So here you see that the total budget is 20,000. Okay, so that say that you are an officer, okay, of a department. So the department gave you 20,000 taka. Your office gave you 20,000 taka to run your department, but you have to deduct 5% of the tax. Okay, because you will get money, and then you have to, business student, and you know very well that we get the money and then we have to deduct the tax. So or maybe your office says, okay, you got 20,000 taka, but somehow your budget is revised and it would be reduced by 5%. It will be revised by 5%. And what is the 20,000 taka? Your budget is total 20,000 taka, and for each item you have some money fixed. Okay, you fixed before, like for training 4,000, office supplies 100, computer expenses 800, advertising 500, new tech 900, and travel 2,000. So that is in total to 20,000 taka. Now the office asking you, please reduce the 5% of your budgets. In fact, okay. Then once you reduce the 5% of your budgets, you have to reduce the budgets for each item. For each item, the price should be dropped by 5%, and that's the important issues in fact. But here two setting is very important. This cells is number. Whenever you select this cell, okay, at the top here you see that it should show accounting or number. Okay, but once you select the 5, it shows the percentage, okay, because once you change the percentage, okay, to number, it will not 5%, it will be 0.05%. So very careful about these issues, okay. Often we confuse, we just write the 5%, and we change here the number. If your format is number, the format and percentage is quite different. So you need to check it. You see, the accounting means it's a dollar sign, and that's why they put the accounting. But this is 5% decrease, and therefore what you need to do, you need to turn it to the percentage, okay. The percentage 5% means I'm just reduces 5. Remember, so percentage means 0.05 number, that's it. So what would be this number here? So what will be my total budgets then if I reduce the 5%? Very simple. My reduced budget will be, I'm just writing here my new budget. I'm just writing my new budget, okay. So my new budget I'm dealing with there. I'm just select equal sign, click this, okay, then shift 8 money means into or multiplication, then this cell, enter. So I would know that my reduced budget will be 1000 taka less, okay. So 1000 taka less, that means my reduced budget will be equal this cell minus that cell, okay. So I know that my reduced budget will be 19,000 taka from 20,000 taka. It should be 19,000 taka. Now we need to see that we need to know that what about the new budget for training or office supplies or computer expenses. So very simple, it seems very simple, just differences. So first we need to do, because this is my differences, this is my difference, okay, and this is my budget, BDT, budget, new budgets in fact. So that's the same thing I'm going to do here in fact. So equal, not sum, just put this, because no, not this, sorry, it should be this, because my main money is, principal money is 400 taka, 4000 taka. So I'm click there, and then shift 8 means multiplication, and then 5%, okay, enter, it's fine, 200 taka. So if you have a calculator with you, you just check that your that reduced budgets will be 200 taka. So your main budget will be what? Very simple, right? 400, that cell, minus, okay, that cell, that's it, 300, 800 taka. But there is a some little twist I already mentioned, because this cell is right, this answer is right, but if you want to use the autofill that we use in the first sheet, okay, that is called auto sheet. We just drag and it automatically calculate the other value, and that's the beauty of Excel. Even SPSS has no such thing. In fact, we need to put the calculations if you want to do any maths in SPSS. There is no autofill function, but here we have autofill function. But you cannot use the autofill function right now, because there is a one twist, and the twist is Excel always remember the cell, not the number. Because if I click there, I can see that it's the interaction or multiplication between cell C6 into cell 4. Remember this thing, cell 4, this is my 6 number cell, this is my 5 number row, and this is my 4 number row, and this is my C number column. So C4 means this, okay, and C6 means this. So therefore it says, this one, it says that it is the interactions between that cell, that cell and that cell, okay. C6 is that cell 4000, and C4 is 500. 5%. But if you go for auto dragging, you will find something like that. The reason is why it is blank and why it is so many, because it is blank because it says C7 into C5. So what is the C7? C7 is this, but C5 is this blank cell. You see, this is the C5. C5 is blank cell, and that's why it's blank. But what about this? This is C8 and C6. So C6 is this and C8 is this. So this is 4 into 8, 32,000. Get the point?
Yes, sir.
So we need to use absolute dollar sign, absolute referencing. And for computer and phone, can you kill his mouth? I mean his voice, the ring, please. Thank you. Okay, the thing is that we need to use the dollar sign. Very fine. So we are just deleting whatever we already done because we did it in wrong way. So right now we just select equal, then this, then multiplication, then this. But this time we will use dollar sign. And how do we do the dollar sign?
স্যার কোন জায়গায় F8 দিয়ে করে আপনি ল্যাপটপে, আর কোন জায়গায় F8 4
Shift 4.
F8 দিয়ে হয় না?
আমরা কিন্তু we can do it manually. Shift 4, okay, manually. That is one issue. We can do it like this. This is a double lock, okay. Row lock, column lock, row lock, column lock. Can you pick the phone and ask him that Ammu is sleeping, please? Okay, so is a column is sleeping, column is I mean column is fixed and row is fixed, but we can do it in other way. Actually, different computer has different function. For me, I think that it is function and F8, function and F4 for me. I know. No, it's not working. Let me think. Oh, okay, what I did. No. Then this row for me is for me is a normal F4, okay. So I do not need to use the function key, but it is depend on your computer, okay, what computer you are using. Sometimes you can directly click the F4 function. Remember, F4, it is not F8, is F4. In some computer you need to hold the shift key or function key and then do it. For my case, Ctrl Z. For my case, I found out that it is only F4. It is only F4. And if I,
একটু আবার বলবেন?
why not? Okay. So first thing is that this principal amount could be changed. So I pick the C6 cell and then shift 8 multiplication, but this cell should be locked. This cell should be locked, means this cell should not be moved, and that's why I need to provide a dollar sign. So dollar sign, $1 before the column means the column will be locked. Column means C will be locked, it will not move. Then other sign before the 4 means row will be locked, okay, row will be locked. So therefore I can do it manually. I just keep my cursor there and then I can shift S and 4, then I can get this dollar sign manually. In other way shift 4, you see that there is a dollar sign just above the 4 keys, okay, because in computer or any sometimes we use the single key for multiple function. So for the number, you see that there is a dollar sign just before top of 4. In fact, you see the dollar sign, okay. Similarly, you can find a multiplication sign just top of 8, the same key, but once you want to use that the upper function, you need to hold the shift key. and then I just take F4 is locked, enter, 2, drag, done. Now here you see that every time if you click here it is C4, F4, C4. In fact, click here, this value change, C6, C4, this value change because it is C7, but C4 is constant, and that is called absolute referencing. That is called absolute referencing because you are targeting the same cells for all calculation, and that's the right way of doing that. Now you can do the new budget, very simple, equal this minus difference, done. Now you can use the autofill, no problem. There is no such thing for that. And if you add this all, you will find, just for checking that whether your calculation is right or wrong, you just check it must be 19,000 taka or dollar. That's it. I already mentioned that our budget is 19,000 would be, our budget would be 19,000 or will be after revise it, and it's almost done. So now I can see that for which one?
New budget.
New budget. Equal. Actually, that function I already use in the basic function. Sum. Select. Done. Okay. So I just cross check.
নিউ বাজেটের এক একটা আইটেম বের করছেন, এটা দেখান স্যার।
এই যে এটা
জি স্যার।
নিউ বাজেট।
জি স্যার।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
জি
আচ্ছা
স্যার।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। Okay. New budget. So my previous budget was 4,000. Now 20,000 will be deducted. So what will be my new budget? Simply equal select minus select, done. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Good.
জি স্যার।
Okay. Thank you. Very good. So that's we now know that's how to do the absolute referencing. But trust me, absolute referencing could be many ways. Okay, it could be like shift. I mean $sign C. Okay, 4. Okay, or it could be C $sign 4, or that could be $sign C $sign 4. So we use the last one. Okay, but sometimes we have to I mean fix the row, open the column. Sometimes we need to fix the column, open the row, or sometimes we have to fix both row and column. Okay, so that is the part of the absolute referencing, and for our tasks we use both row and column fixed. Okay, hopefully you understand. Yes,
স্যার যে ডলার সাইনটা যেটা স্যার সেটা তো শুধু আমি খালি শিফট 4 দিলেই সি এর আগে ডলার আর 4 এর আগে ডলারটা আসবে।
হ্যাঁ, this is the one way. There are two way you can do it.
জি স্যার মানে আমাদের তো এটাই আর কি হয় যে
জি না, তোমার ল্যাপটপে আরেকটা ফাংশন আছে, ওটা F4 চাপ দিলে এমনি দুটাতেই চলে আসবে।
F4 এও হবে স্যার?
Yes, F4 ফাংশন 4 ছোট বাটন গুলো at the top of the computer keyboard. Yes.
F4 দিলে C এর আগেও $সাইন দিতে হবে, আবার 4 এর আগেও $সাইন দিতে হবে, এটা হ্যাসেলের বিষয়টা। এজন্য ডাইরেক্ট F4 কিটা চাপলে দুই পাশেই একসাথে $সাইন চলে আসে।
Thank you. Yes. Okay, jump to the data filtering and sorting. So where is my data?
একটু আগে যে স্যার বললেন যে স্যার রো ফিক্স করতে হবে, কলাম ফিক্স করবে, সেই ক্ষেত্রে তো আমাকে যেমন আমি C6 মাল্টিপ্লিকেশন C4 এর $সাইন দিতে হবে, সেই ক্ষেত্রে তো আমার দুই পাশেই হচ্ছে হলো $সাইন দিতে হবে। সেখানে C6 এর আগেও আমার দুই পাশে $সাইন দিতে হবে, তাহলে আমরা দুইটা রো এন্ড কলাম দুইটা
Column fix হবে, right. But sometimes we have to do it the other way around. Okay, for depending on your calculations, in fact. Okay, so this is actually that's the one issues, in fact. Okay, data and filtering sorting. So here we can learn the filtering option. By the way, that worksheet I am using, that is I got from Professor Sali Kaceli. He has some tutorial as well, so I got this worksheet from here. I need to acknowledge him as I am recording it, in fact. Okay, so we should acknowledge the professor for his nice work, in fact, and nice worksheet. for practice. So this is the data filtering and sorting. There we are going to learn the filtering option. So let's go for the filtering option. So here we have to select the workaround actually, or we can do it shift. Okay. And we can select the page. Okay, and then we need to find something here, filter, shorten filter. You see, shorten filter. This is the thing. I'm just drawing you, sorry, this one and that one. Okay, and once you click the filter, you will find some changes. Okay, you will find some changes. You will find some changes here, and for each. So filtering option is important. Filtering option is also using the database because it can help you to get the information very quickly. So I get the shorten filter, finding the filter option, and once I click here, you see a particular button is come. Okay, particular button appears for every region. Once I am showing you, I'm just deselect the filter, that button gone. Once again I am applying the filter, the button came, and that's the most important part. Now I'm going to use the filter. So here you see that there is the date, that is the product name, okay, that is the region, and that is the salesperson, okay, sales representative, and that is the customer, that is the unit, that is the sales, and that COG means I forgot. What is the meanings of COG in shorts in business? Okay, good, fine, thank you. I forgot, thank you. Okay, ultimately I'm human, right? And I'm aging. Okay, no problem. So the thing is, say I want to see that particular region. In fact, I'm interested that in particular region, which region is doing best, okay? Or maybe I want to know that in which region, in a particular region, which customer is, which sales representative is doing best. Okay, so that's the one thing I'm going to show you right now. So I'm just selecting the region. I want to see that who is doing best in South region. So therefore, I'm just selecting the South only and deselect the other one like this region, and then I can select unselect all and only click South, and it can help me to reduce the data within the South region. Okay, in the South region, then I can see that who is selling more. Okay, in that case I can use the different technique. Okay, say in your company you have some provision, the person who's selling more than $100,000, you will give him some bonus. Okay, or you can see that $1,000 is the benchmark, so who can achieve the $1,000. Okay, so you can easily do it. You just select, okay, and then you can go for conditional formatting, and you can go for higher rules, greater or equal to or greater than. You just go the greater than, and you can write something here that okay, 1,000. 1,000 is a bar, so the person who go over 1,000, they are going to select as the best seller of the region, in fact. And here you see, you can easily find it out. Who is the person? Okay. Okay. So okay, first you see, I mean, are you clear about this filtering option? Or I have to go back to the original file, I don't know. What? Okay, so filter, so I got it the region, okay, because I got it from here. If I select all, I can get back my all data, but all data is big, okay. So therefore I could select a particular region. So I go for the South, click there, and you find the South, okay. Thereafter I will select that cell and go for the conditional formatting. The conditional formatting, okay, and then I can go for icon sheet, or I can go for higher cell, top or bottom rules. There are something. I'm just going for the higher cell, greater than, less than, between, equal, something. I'm just going to the greater than, because my bar is $1,000, and if I click, I see that which seller or salesperson actually sells more than 1,000 taka from the south region. I can easily pick my best seller for the month. Is it easier to know?
স্যার গ্রেটার দেন কত দিব 1000?
It's up to you. Yes, I put greater than 1,000 here, but whatever the number you can pick. Like I can change. Like my business went very well. I'm so happy. I'm saying, okay, the bar was 1,000, but this time I'm saying that, well, if it is like a more than 800, I will give you the bonus. Okay, in that case 900 came to this list. It's depend on you, your decision. It could be 1,000, it could be 2,000, it could, let's see, anybody can sales get more than 1,200. Okay. Ooh, what happened? No, let's see, maybe I did some mistake here. Greater than 1,200, let's see. No, why it's not working? Okay, get it back. Ctrl Z. Okay, no conditional formatting. Now I go there, and now I applying greater than 1200. Yes, only 2% who sells more than 1,200. Okay, Smith and I can't pronounce him. Gold. Okay, or gold maybe. So this is this 2%. You can pick this 2%. Okay, best seller of your company from south region, and in this way you can use the filter option. Okay. On the other hand, if you just go back to your original file, say I'm going back to your original file. Okay. Select all. I'm going back to original file. You can try out the other one. You can try out the other one, or you can see that, okay, I want to see a particular person's information. I want to see the performance of Chin. Here is the Chin. So what I can do, that I keep all the region, and then I pick. Hello, can you have some warm water, please? Again, please. Yes. So here you see that cell representative. I just select and select only Chin, and I can see his work. And lately I can draw something, the total cell done by Mr. Chin equal sum. We already know the sum function. Start bracket, go there, close, done. Then I could say that this is the total sales done by Chin. Okay. In this way you can make each and every sales representative sales account, and based on that you can decide that whether he is eligible for bonus or not, or you can think that whether your business is going well or not. Okay, hope you understand the logic, and you can use the multiple logic, and once you try different way, you will learn better. Okay, the best learning, people learn from their mistake. That's we believe. Okay, but too many mistake is not good, because in that case you just swim but you cannot move like me. Do you understand? Okay, everybody now sleeping, I understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Oh, registration number. Who tells you to write down the registration number for your attendance?
Yes, sir.
Aha, you are so clever. But I am not doing the same thing like this way. Okay, fine. I can do it in different way. Okay, fine. Thank you.
স্যার
স্যার কন্ডিশনাল ফরম্যাটিংটা ডিফরম্যাটিং করব কিভাবে, মানে আগের অবস্থায় কিভাবে ফিরে যাব?
Somebody can help me. How can I go back to my previous file?
Control Z.
কন্ট্রোল প্লাস কন্ট্রোল ক্লিক করে যে টিপলে আনডু হবে এটা করা যায়। আর অথবা হচ্ছে শর্টে যে ওখানে ওই যে ক্লিয়ার অপশন, শর্ট এন্ড ফিল্টারে যে ফিল্টারের নিচে ক্লিয়ার অপশন আছে, ওখানে
No.
ক্লিয়ার করলে ফরম্যাটটা ক্লিয়ার হয়ে
First,
যাবে।
first it on yes. First, you want the conditional formatting. The two way you can do. Okay, you can go for undo. Here you see the undo button at the top, or you just press
অথবা
control Z or Z, whatever you said. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
স্যার আই হ্যাভ এন ইস্যু স্যার, সেটা হচ্ছে স্যার যেমন আপনি স্যার শুধু চায়না দেখেছেন, আমি জাস্ট আমি
No,
region রাখবো।
আমি চায়না দেখি নাই, চীন দেখছি।
জি স্যার, আমি স্যার রিজন রাখবো ওয়েস্ট প্লাস চায়না, তাহলে সেই ক্ষেত্রে কি করবো আমরা? তাহলে দুইটা একসাথে আমরা ঠিক করতে চাই।
Actually this is little bit tricky. Okay, little bit tricky because
ক্ষেত্রে একটা সমস্যা হয় স্যার, ওই যে
right,
এই আপনার হচ্ছে সেলগুলি উপরে উঠে আসে স্যার।
right, right, and that
এটার সমাধানটা স্যার আমি একটু জানতে চাচ্ছি।
এটার সমাধান হচ্ছে you can use the pivot table. Okay, so for filtering, whenever the logic is counterintuitive, it will not work. That's the problem of the filtering option. So
এমন অনেক অনেক ক্ষেত্রে তো স্যার এরকম 4-5টা কন্ডিশন দিতে পারি যে রিজন
right,
সাউথ, সেলস পারসন চায়না, কাস্টমার হচ্ছে হলো এবি, আর ইউনিট হচ্ছে 20-এর উপরে, আর সেলস হবে 500-এর উপরে। সেই ক্ষেত্রে এই পাঁচটাকে একসাথে করা কিভাবে
না
মানে
filter option
যদি করতে যাই তখন স্যার সেলটা উপরে চলে আসে।
right, and in that case it is a multiple logic. Until otherwise you go for the multiple logic is contradictory to each other, you cannot do it. In that case you have to use the other function. There are many function. You see that if I just select here, not file, sorry, the formulas, you see the insert function. There are so many different function. Okay, logical, financial. Okay, you see Excel has so many function, and it's not that much possible to learn all the Excel. In fact, it's very difficult because they have so many functions. So some is logical, some is financial. We will learn some financial option, one financial option, one logical option normally used in our context. Okay, and there are something called VLOOKUP. Okay, and yes, yes, yes. So there are so many different function Excel has. It's like a full of resources, and even I don't know everything because normally we have to use the different software for our research. In fact, like we use SPSS, we use R, sometimes we use Smart PLS. So we mostly deals with that, not the Excel file. Particularly for my case, I'm not dealing with the Excel file, but I use the CSV file. This is similar to Excel, but some function I know. Actually it's too rich. Excel is too rich, and even you see that Excel can be integrated with your database. In fact, so what I did that if I get some data, I transfer the data to the CSV format, and then I transfer the data to R or Smart PLS, and then I do my work. So that's the way I do mostly, in fact. But they have lots of issues, in fact. And right now, whatever you say that if I provide different logic, okay, you can provide logic whenever you have a database. Most of the cases, like a small office, they using the Excel because the sales data, the point on sales data, it generate in the CSV format or the Excel format. But once you put that data into the database, you can use different logic in the database. So even you can put the multiple logic, and that is we call query. And in the query, you can easily get that information. But Excel can also do it. Okay, we moved that. We already see the data filtering. But whatever your peers or your friend and your classmate are saying, so that I'm adding there, that you have to explore the different function. You need to try out different option, and you need to see that what is work, what doesn't work. Okay, so you can explore yourself. Okay, to jump to the charts, this is the chart, and there are two cells for the charts, and doing the charts is very easy. In fact, easier actually in Excel or SPSS. SPSS was not that much great, for cells or charts, but right now they have the functionalities. You can even draw a good charts in SPSS as well. and for charts R is the best. Okay, R program is very good for the dynamic charts. However, for Excel, you see that charts, whenever we go for the charts, we need to find the insert tab, and if you click the insert tab, you will find various function of the charts. Now, the decision is yours, like which type of charts you are going to use. Okay, whether you are going to use a columnar bar chart or horizontal bar chart, whether you are going to use a line chart or dot chart or pie chart, is depend on you, in fact. Okay, however, there is some general rules. In some cases, some charts tells more a story than the others. I'm repeating. In some cases, the some I mean charts tells story more than others, and therefore picking the charts is important for your learning, in fact. So what I'm doing, that I'm picking the cell, in fact, picking the cell. I'm leaving the total because I'm not doing the total, so I'm leaving the total column and total rows, rather than I'm just selecting these rows, and then I just hit this. Actually, if I click there, I will get the bar chart. Let's see how it's look like. The bar charts is look like that. Okay, so we see that the I mean, there are three dimension. One dimension is there are three channels of transaction. One is in store sales, physical store. One is website. Other is mail order. So that store actually receives some sales order through mail. So there are three channels, and there are three product: boomerang, kites, and toys. There are three products. Now you can compare the store, in fact. Okay, so I put this one in the charts. So let's think about how it's look like for a bar line graph. Let's see, just for trial and error. If I put the bar chart, how it's look like. Okay, now you can decide that which you can decide that which chart do you prefer for this data. Okay, which one do you prefer most for your interpretation? The previous one. Okay, why? Okay, ভালো লাগছে. But if I go for interpretation, like say that
in this case the second sir ভালো হবে interpretation
right. Okay, but here you can compare that which product is selling high or higher in raise your hand coming, which product is sells high in which channel. Okay, and that in that case I would prefer the second one. And it's important interpretation. For my exam you have to write the interpretation. And how do you write the interpretation? Very simple. You go for insert, pick this text box, okay, and drag there, and you just write a little description of your charts. You can spend like 3 to 4 sentences to explain that chart. You know that if you sit for IELTS, in the first written test you will get this type of charts, and they will ask you the description of this chart. So from here I can easily see that in case of boomerang sales is increase, boomerang sales is high in case of mail order than the store. But on the other hand, that kite sales is high in case of website, but similar for store and mail order. On the other hand, the toys sales is high in case of mail order and lowest in case of website, and moderate in case of store. So therefore I would not prefer this bar chart. Rather than here I would like to use this chart, and also I need to provide the name. Okay, the chart. Okay, I'm just dragging it there. Oh, you should go there, don't disturb me. Okay, so I can write this, write the charts. So I can write Unisport. Hello, excuse me. Hello, hello, shut the door. Okay, so this is the Unisport summer sale. Okay, but you can change the layout. You just select here, and there are multiple ways you can change your layout, whatever you like. Okay, you see here, you can change the layout. That seems better. That seems better, in fact. You see the growth. That seems better. And if you want to add this table, you can also do it. In that case, you need to go to the data table, and you can put the data table below with the above, right, left, center, none. But I want something different. I want something there. No listen, none. Well, let me do it. Well. Data call out, data table with listen key, no listen key. No listen key. Well, I'm just making it a little bit bigger, and I can drag it there. And in that way, you can also add the number. But we said that don't talk, please. We said that I mean, in that case, you can add the table and with the graph, which is not recommended, but we have some function in some cases we added the table and the graphs together, so we can the viewer can see better in case of presentation, in fact. Well, somebody raise your hand. So who raised your hand? Sumaya.
স্যার ক্লিয়ার হয় নাই স্যার
স্যার ক্লাস আর কতক্ষণ চলবে?
Okay. How long do you want? Okay.
স্যার লাইন চার্টটা একটু ক্লিয়ার হয় নাই স্যার লাইন চার্টটা একটু ক্লিয়ার করলে ভালো হয়েছে
Okay, coming. Sumaya, so your question is how long the class will go?
জি স্যার।
Okay, so another 15 to 20 minutes. Is it okay?
ব্রেক দেওয়া যায় না? টাইম স্যার আসরের নামাজের টাইম চলে যাচ্ছে।
I understand the same issues for me, but what about the another 10 minutes? Then we can stop.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Line charts is not clear. Who said? Sharif, right?
শরীফ
Okay. So what is your query? You said, please. What is your query? The line chart is not clear to you, right? I'm saying
ফোর সেলস প্লাস সিরিজ সেলসের ক্ষেত্রে কম্পেয়ারের যে বিষয়টা বা মেল চার্টের সাথে কম্পেয়ারিং যে বিষয়টা স্যার
right. Actually, when we see the trend, when when we want to see the trend, it is better that you use the line chart, because once you have too many data, then the trend can give you that a easier understanding. Because why do we use the table? Once we see the table, we can see the information at once, and that's the importance of your line chart. And bar chart we normally use whenever we compare from one product to other product, one component to other component. So bar chart is good for comparison. Okay, but here our intention will be to see the trend. We want to see that which channel is better for what product, and in that case, this line graph actually giving me a clear picture about the trend.
Yes, sir.
But in the second cases, like in case of charts, I'm not going to use this like a line graph, in fact. Rather than I'm going to use the bar chart. For this, actually. Here you see that, well, let's see the bar chart. Actually, we see that how it's work for the bar chart. So this is the year, actually. But also you can turn it to the line chart probably, because it not goes well with the bar charts. This should go also that line charts. In fact, you can see the trend, because you are starting from 2000, and therefore you could how do you interpret? You could interpret that starting from 2002 up to 2012. that sales of this sales 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 actually gradually increase because it's the increasing trend. However, with few fluctuation because sometime like seven is like something 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 2006 is dropped, the price is dropped in the lowest. Okay, so you can identify this. At the beginning it was lowest, and 2000 same is the lowest, but in 2012 it goes high, so therefore the overall trend is high. But in case of this, I can compare that my sales from one quarter to other quarter. Definitely in that case I will use the bar chart.
Yes.
Okay, in that case I will bar chart, then I can compare it that in which quarter I did well. Definitely in quarter 2 my sales went very well compared to other one. Okay, so that's the one issues in fact. Okay, or in other cases we can use some other charts. Let's see the how it looks like in the pie charts. Okay, pie charts. Actually, pie charts will only use whenever you want to the portions of the cell, not the actual figure. If you want to check the actual figure, compare the actual figure, the bar chart is fine. But you want to see that the portions of the change, okay, in a 100%, how many cells, how many percents of the sales done by in a particular period, or in that case you can use the bar charts. In fact, okay, the percentage, it can show use the percentage. Okay, so this the function. Actually it's depend on your logic and how do you want to see your data, or how do you want to present your data. Okay, so you can easily change the data type. Okay, you can easily transfer the data from one source to other sources. Okay, and that's the important part of Excel functions in fact. Okay, this is not the right. Actually we need to use either if you want to see the percentage, you go for that, otherwise the bar chart should be best. But for every times you have to write a little bit explanation about the model or about the data. Okay, okay, so if you want to continue, then I can go for if statement. That is the logical function. It is called the logical function. What is the formulas? There are something formulas. We will learn the if function, and if you do not want to continue today, it's up to you. What do you want to? Yes.
আজকে আর না
আজকে আর না স্যার।
আজকে থাক স্যার।
স্যার আজকে থাক স্যার। আজকে সারাদিনই ক্লাস করছি স্যার।
এইবার আচ্ছা
আপনি তো আজকে এই যে রেকর্ডিং আমাদেরকে দিয়ে দিবেন তাই না
কে কে বলছে এটা?
স্যার
পারিয়া
জি
ভ্যানিলা
I have a question.
জি হ্যাঁ, ওকে গো।
Sir, where I can find the data type option?
Data type option. Okay, I'm going back. So if I go here, okay, if I select this, okay, and then if you select this, why is that insert? We go inside, right? You just double click here. You just double click your data type option. আম্মু এখন টাকাটা কি করলে কেমনে হবে? Okay, first select that. You just double click. Okay, if you double click and you will find the data type. You see the data type, or change the data type here, or the add elements. Okay, double click, select this one. It is automatically come. It will find under the design tab. This would be my answer. Okay, well fine. 42 student who absent? সাব্বির, তোমার কি কোশ্চেন বলো?
স্যার
হ্যাঁ,
আমার কোনো কোশ্চেন স্যার বলছে এখন যে মানে ক্লাস সময়টা স্যার একটু 4টার দিকে করলে ভালো হয় স্যার।
আচ্ছা আজকে শোনো, আমার মানে অবস্থা কিরকম আমি তোমাকে বলি। আমি কয়েকদিন ধরে সকাল